make a speech with a cat treat in front of your head. I paid a freshman to write mine last night, so I hope it turned out really cool. Warning! The following presentation is available courtesy to 13 years of Phillips School District's public education system. Any ideas or themes are not subject to further explanation. Goggles are encouraged but not required, and any children left unattended will be confiscated and sold to Mr. Worth. This speech was made possible by Subway, puberty, and viewers like you. Thank you. Friends, Czechoslovakians, merrymen, and the class of 2015, good evening. Now, I know none of you saw me in any actual classes this year, so I'd like to kick this off by introducing myself. Hello, I'm Tessa Otto, and I'm coming to you from Phillips High School with your weekly log report. Now, I'm sure you're expecting a young, smart, charming individual like myself to give a sappy life speech about following your stars and reaching for the dreams. But let's be real, we all knew Erica Timmers would take care of that for me. Here it goes. I'll be quick because we all know that Luke Heinrich is dying to raise his hands and ask loads of irrelevant questions simply to annoy the audience. We are all guilty of counting down the last days, but now you sit here and you look to the people on your left and your right, and you realize maybe this wasn't so bad. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to pursuing an additional 4-year education, of which I cannot afford. It's crazy to look out at all of you, knowing very well this might be the last time that I will. You've all grown up so much, and some of you even turned out good looking. I'm talking to you, Graham Arneson. So much of this changed since the majority of us left in elementary school. For instance, Mr. Durrell's hair color, Miley Cyrus, and even the school's Wi-Fi password. I'm actually really disappointed that we never ended up hacking that. And as time dragged along, slowly we all started to become our own person. People find themselves in high school. Andrea Ebergen realized she looks best in red. By the way, thanks for all those killer Halloween parties. And Curtis Zorn, who I never heard talk until this year, finally found his voice. And now we can't get him to be quiet. But these changes are for the good. Really, they're for the better. Because we can't all be Hannah Montana forever. You, that rhymed. Fun fact. Did you know that today is National Buy a Musical Instrument Day? Which is actually terribly convenient because I know about 7 grads in the audience who are dying to get rid of theirs. With that, I ask that you raise your hand if you've ever been personally victimized by Jill Schneider in gym or in the classroom as a result of her dangerously competitive lifestyle. Who knew a homeschool could be so aggressive? Just like everybody promised, the time flew by. It seemed like just yesterday we sat in 7th grade math with Mrs. Baxter, learning the fish. And it was just yesterday that Mr. Peterson yelled at you for calling cross, multiply, and divide the fish. In the future, most of you will move off to college, join a few clubs, and make some friends. We will meet our first roommate and realize that beds stacked on top of each other leave so much more room for activities. You'll make your way down to the cafeteria and start working on that freshman 15. You'll start to notice changes in your body and eventually find yourself Googling, is butter a carb? As we move into the winter months, cold and flu season is upon us, and you'll lay in your bed with a fever, stomach sour, and realize milk was a bad choice. As a graduate, as someone going into the world, you're still allowed to say, I don't know. Just because you're being counted on doesn't mean you can't say, I'll get back to you. This will come in handy when your parents ask when you're finally going to move out of the house and stop eating all their food. Into which you reply, I don't know. I'll get back to you. So let me wrap this up. Don't ever give out advice because that always comes back to haunt you. Don't ever take advice because it never works. So here's my advice. Exfoliate, hydrate, procrastinate. Oh wait, okay, that's not right. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't proofread this. Okay. Hydrate, floss, exfoliate. If you can remember that. Well, that's all I got. And I'm sure most of you are dying for this ceremony to be done. So with that, I say, congrats, class of 2015. SpongeBob is a communist. Wear sunscreen this weekend, and Tupac is alive. Thank you.